Let's begin at the top of the mat. Just tuning into our breath and allowing that internal heat to be generated with ujjayi. Let's keep making space through the internal body just by the act of breathing. For a few cycles, observing the breath all the way in and all the way out. Paying particular attention to that transition in between them. How smooth can that be? About 2 more cycles, inhaling as an expansion, and exhaling as a grounding, affirming in at the abdomen. And again, inhaling, expand. And exhale to empty fully. In tune with the center line of the body. Next, inhale, open the arms wide, offer the heart up. Exhale, hands forward, round the spine, bend the knees, tuck the chin, and empty. I'll do that a few more cycles. Inhale to open the heart. Exhale, rounding forward. Inhale, lift the heart, arms get out of the way. Exhale, full emptying, bowing toward earth. One more time, inhale, reaching, open. Exhale, empty. This time, open, lift. And dive right over legs, dangling here in a forward fold, and the knees can be soft to start. If it feels natural to sway a little bit, you might sway. And continue the breath so that each shape is a way for more prana to be invited in. Hands to shins, look forward, lengthen like a cow pose. Exhale, folding in. Step the left foot back, lifting the heart, spread the legs. Step to downward facing dog. Feel around in it. Bending into each knee. Let's take 20 or 30 seconds. Make it totally yours. Like an arrival. And distributing the work. Your hands and feet. Wave forward, top of a push-up. Lower all the way to belly. Doesn't matter how you get there. Knees, chest, chin is a possibility. Taking Cobra, heart forward. Dip down, roll over knees, back to downward facing dog. And we'll step to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Root to rise, lift the heart to the sky, palms touch overhead, and hands through heart. Open arms wide, again, lift the chest. And take a dive over legs for forward fold. Look forward, lengthen. Step the right foot all the way back. Linger here, strengthen the legs, lift the chest. And step back, downward facing dog. Getting longer and longer through the arms. And grounded and strong through the legs. And allow the neck to be soft. Wave forward plank. Lower your way, maybe to belly. Lifting up for higher cobra. Dipping down over toes to downward facing dog. Make your way to the top. Heart forward, lengthen. Folding. And grounding down to lift high. Hands through heart. Good. Lift left knee to chest. Sweep the arms up. Grounding down to lift up. And then slowly back for high lunge. Just savoring every piece of it along the way. Lift your heart to the sky. Hands come all the way down. Sweep the right leg high behind. And linger here to split the legs away from one another. Long and strong through the right knee. On exhale, knee to nose. Place the foot between your hands, pausing. And stepping to the top, flat back. Fold in. And rise high. Heart leading the way. Hands centering us. Lift right knee up, sweep the arms up. There's a wrapping inward and upward to gain stability here. Stability and ease. Nice and slow motion all the way back. We'll end up in high lunge. We'll savor each piece of it as we can. Sweeping arms up high. Strong back leg as this heart reaches skyward. And exhale, hands frame your foot. Sweeping left leg high behind. And take a few moments to find the length in our legs. Right hip wrapping backward as the left knee straightens out. Quadriceps working. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant the foot between your hands. Take a moment with the lunge. And step to the top, flat back. Fold in. Rising up high. Hands through heart. Good. Adding on, left knee lifts, arms lift. Extend the left leg. Maybe point and flex. Release hands, interlace fingers behind you as you step slowly back. This time toward warrior one. Just lingering in it. Sweeping arms up. Those powerful legs, and their grounding down is what frees the chest upward. Exhale, hands come all the way down. Sweep the right leg high behind. Option right away for flow this time. Could be three-legged flow. Otherwise, drop the foot, clear it out, up dog or cobra. Belly takes you back to downward facing dog. Take a few cycles of breath here. And sitting bones reaching high. And always the neck as soft as you can make it. Let's prepare. And we'll step or spring to the top. Flat back, folding, rising. Hands through center. Feet hips distance apart. Lift the right knee up. Sweep the arms up. Extend the leg and flex and point. Release hands, interlace non-habitually and take it slowly back. Really lingering if possible. But it lands at warrior one. So peel the arms up, lift the heart up. Like you're being fed from the ground upward. Hands come frame this foot. Sweep the left leg high behind. And take your flow. Clearing out. All the way through. Meeting in downward facing dog. Several cycles of breath. Helpful to lock in on a focal point. Make any subtle movements and adjustments that will open you. You're looking for more expansiveness at every turn. And preparing. Step or spring to the top. Flat back. Folding. Rising high. Hands through heart. Sweep arms up. Dive fully down. Flat back. Step or spring now. Clearing out. Through to downward facing. We'll sweep the right leg high. Stack the hip, bend the knee, point it upward. Right knee taps the right tricep. Foot plants outside right hand. Let's ground back heel and find warrior two. It's a little wide open stance and that's okay. An option to press the base of the palms outward like you're pushing two walls away from one another. Long and smooth in the breath. We'll take this down toward bound lizard, so the right arm tucking underneath, and maybe grabbing hold of left fingers or wrist. So the right hip wraps back and the chest points kind of downward and make the neck really soft. So how much ease can be experienced in a pose this challenging? If this is not working for you, hands can be down on the ground. That's perfectly good. Take 3 more breaths. So every piece of us working, so not a single piece works harder than another. Let's peel it open, a triangle. Straighten right leg and slide the right hand where it wants to be as we expand outward with the predominant energy drawing inward strongly. Keep finding ease and space and wherever you can. Left arm reaching forward. I'm going to roll down and suck this right femur bone into its hip socket. So dragging the foot back to find pyramid pose, bowing over the right leg. Small undulations through the spine, like a lengthening on inhale, falling into your depth on the exhale. Directing breath to any lines of tension. And look forward, lengthen. Build a rotating triangle. Left hand could be outside right foot, if it'll reach. Heart lifts, right arm lifts. Pressing firmly through legs to rotate the heart upward. Peeking down, right fingers land, half moon on right hand and right foot. Left hip peels open, left arm lifts to the sky. Maybe we're on 2 peace fingers on the bottom leg and bottom hand. If you want to play with floating it, maybe touching the shin. Come down, we're tucking left knee all the way behind the right heel. Sitting down just for a brief second. It looks like Ardha Matsyendrasana, but we'll come back up to a standing split. So just for a couple breaths, the left leg lifts as high as it'll go. And then take it right back down. Knee tucks behind. This time we really will get Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left arm wrapping around the right thigh as we look beyond the right shoulder. And sitting tall and firming up as you exhale. There's always the play of labor and ease. And the yogis do it so well. Let's take a counter twist. Open-hearted. Left hand's going to touch the outer edge, pinky edge of the right foot. So we extend this leg, reach the right arm up and then behind. So we're maintaining the twist, offering the heart up as though you could balance something right on top of it. Keep the right seat nice and heavy so the heart's lifting away from it. Face forward, grab the foot, pull the knee in beyond your armpit like an archer. Draw the foot toward the sternum for just a moment. We're headed toward compass, so slide this right arm underneath, if you know it. Head in, left hand to the outer edge of the foot. As is in your power, extend the leg off to the side or straight up. And you find the heart opening. At least the intention of the heart opening. And keeping the right seat down on the ground. And breathing in to find space. Know that every cycle of this is, the muscles are acclimating, we're opening. If we had a lot of time, we might do 3 rounds and we'd really get an internal blaze that peels us open. Facing forward, keep the leg where it is. We'll do Ashtavakra as the last shape. Left ankle crossing right. Plant your hands, if it's going well. Tip forward, lengthen the legs, and lift the heart. And maybe you bend the elbows, heart goes forward. Take a good 3 cycles of breath. So we're not landing it and rushing out, but we're finding the ease and the space, even in the work. And sit it all the way down. Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, as rests. Sit your heart up, tip forward, and then allow it to fall in. Head is heavy. Just a few rounds of breath together. Coming up for a seat, scoop the knees together. Let's clear this out through Vinyasa, landing in downward facing dog. you love to get there. Sweep the left leg high. Open the hip, bend the knee. Point it skyward as the arms stay strong. Left knee to left tricep. And plant that foot outside the hand. Ground back heel, right arm carries you to warrior two. Maybe flipping fingers up, pushing two walls away. To flying lizard or bound lizard, so left arm tucks underneath. Hips remain square. You can pause right here. You can always take hands to earth or find that bind. You're very flexible. The right arm will straighten as you have the wrist or even the forearm. There is an intention of squaring the shoulders downward. The heart points right to the earth. You could look forward, but I like to keep the neck as soft as I can. There's such a place of tension there. A few more breaths. And there'd be the bubbling up of joy behind the labor. And then peeling open for triangle pose. The left leg straightens, the left hand slides into place as we expand all limbs outward and then simultaneously inward, right into the center line, from the root to the crown. So remaining in touch, as though every shape is just a revolution around that center channel. Right arm overhead to the front of the mat. And as you roll down, suck this leg into its socket. Long spine folding over the left leg in pyramid. And allowing for a gentle undulation to create space here. Let's lift the heart. Build rotated triangle. Right hand off to the left as the heart lifts, the left arm lifts, this left hip shooting back. It's the very pressing down that allows the upward feeling in the heart. Gaze down, left fingers land for half moon setup. Balancing on left foot as we peel the right side body open, and right arm lifting to sky. You can stay here or be on peace fingers. If you wish to, play with the balance a little bit. Take it down, right knee tucks behind left heel, just for a second, and we'll come back into standing split. And the right leg lifts high to the sky, strong and straight through the knee, both knees. And then we'll set it all the way down, this time really taking Ardha Matsyendra's twist. Right arm wraps. Both hips settle as we look behind, keeping the space in the spine. And there's this upward lift through the chest. And a growing softening through the neck. And take the counter broad across the chest. Facing forward, right hand touches pinky toe edge of this foot. Extend the leg as you lift the heart and send the left arm back. Facing forward, let's take hold of the left foot. And pulling it in, we'll bend the knee, pull it behind the armpit like an archer. Guide the foot across toward the heart. And setting up for compass, the left arm is under. Grab hold of outer edge of this foot and left hand plants, and as you can, rock to the side or upward, rolling the heart rightward. As you press the shoulders back, making space. And then a release. We'll take our Ashtavakra, right ankle crossing over left. Plant hands, heart forward, lift the seat, extend the legs. You could stay high up or bend the elbows pretty deeply. Heart is forward, sits bones back. And we'll stay for at least 3 cycles of breath. So we really lock the shape into our muscle memory and begin to build a quality of ease, even in these fairly labor-intensive shapes. At least for me it is. And then sit it down. Take soles of the feet together. This time we'll make it Tara Asana, so a diamond shape, taking the feet out fairly far. And if you wish to, separate the feet almost hips distance apart, maybe a couple fists worth. Lift the heart, tip it forward, and then let it all go. And coming back up, I'm going to lie right back, coming into happy baby, like a stirrup pose, grabbing hold of the feet and press the sacrum down. And the rocking is always optional, but I like to rock by pulling the knee one at a time toward the ground. So just the act of opening my hip on each side pulls me into this side to side sway. There's a comfort in that. And the hips love comfort. Keep hold of the right leg, extend the left leg down long on the mat. Take this right foot across toward your sternum and then lift your head like nose to toes. You can keep it right here if your body's craving farther. Slide right arm underneath you and pull the right foot toward the back of the head. If you're not close, don't get discouraged. It takes time and opening. Some hips never are going to want to do it. So work at a threshold that feels like a safe and reasonable threshold in your body. And then untuck, lie back. Let's cross this knee over the body, finding twist. And this gentle but awesome expansion around the right side seat. I'm going to start the process of letting go of Ujjayi breath now. So there's this really natural flow in and out. It's almost like you're being breathed rather than intending your breath. Let's take the right knee back into the chest. We'll take full happy baby once again. Keeping the left leg, extend the right leg long on the mat this time. You could stay in half happy baby Or pull this foot across toward the center line, lifting the nose toward the toes. And if a moment presents itself, you might slide this left arm under, play with lifting the foot. If it feels reasonable, guide it toward the forehead or behind the head. If you do have it there, lifting of the chin. A little self-massage can sometimes kind of be I feel like self-care in a fairly difficult posture. Release it, lie back, but pull this knee across the midline, finding twist, ease in the outer hips. And onto the back body. Let's make our way to Shavasana, spreading out on the mat. Taking up some space. This may be the single most important posture we do. Keep dropping the contents of the brain into the heart. From there, let it seep into all corners of the body. Coming back to fuller breath. A gentle movement of the head side to side. And it be breathed into movement, starting distally, fingers and toes. Coming into the limbs, inward farther to shoulders, knees and hips. And the torso gets a stretch. Nose rocking over to one side. And all the way up for a seat. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.